Jared Allen, man. You a fool. But you know what? You a right one. I'm going to keep it real with you. You are a right fool. Listen, man. Oh, boy. You know, Mr. Rodeo, man. I love Jared Allen for one. Shout out to him, man, and everything he's done for this franchise. You know, you got to love some Jared Allen, man. If you a Vikings fan and you don't love Jared Allen, something is definitely wrong with you. You hear me? But Jared Allen, he went on the show with Kay Adams. Y'all see how I got the thumbnail? Of course, Jared Allen had to be the cover athlete of the week. You feel me? I had to do a video on this. Why? Because what he said is something that we've been saying since the injury has happened, at least mainly over here on Triple P. Now, you have your people who will go against it, especially after watching our quarterback situation, watching Josh Dobbs play like he's played. It makes you miss Kirk Cousins. I can honestly agree with that. As much as I'm ready to move off of Kirk, and y'all know I've been ready to move off of Kirk since 2019, but still yet, it's one of those things where, man, I remember when, if y'all look back, I did a video when Rhino actually said a similar thing like this going into the 2021 season, I believe it was, or the 2022 season. Going into the 2022 season, Alex Boone said the same thing out there on Purple Daily, man. And it was a great thing to talk about because he felt the same way at that moment. That's without an injury. He just felt like it didn't make sense to bring Kirk back. Now that we look at it in hindsight, we see, we brought him back and we won 13 games and had a hell of a season, man. A season that I actually love, man. I can honestly say, like, last year was probably one of my favorite seasons being a Vikings fan. I'm going to keep it real. Like, I don't like the close games, but as long as you're coming out on top, it makes it all okay. You hear me? But I'm going to tell you, man, let's look at what Jared Allen said, man. He said, you blow your Achilles out at this point in your career, you can't pay him. Sorry, Kirk. Nothing personal. Nothing personal, man. And, I think the Kirk stands, I'm talking to you, you have to realize that it's nothing personal. Okay, this is nothing personal against how good of a guy he is. It's kind of like how when we talk about Dobbs now after that game and you got people turning their back on Dobbs. It's nothing personal against, the type of guy he is. Great guy. Great guy, man. Same with Kirk. Great guy. Blew his Achilles out. And, the funny thing is, man, Aaron Rodgers is back throwing the rock. So I know that's something that probably inspires Kirk Cousins, showing that, hey, Rodgers is a little older than you. He came back quick. He came back quick and already out there on the practice field throwing the rock. So maybe Kirk can make a sooner appearance than we think. And I'll be okay with it, man. I'm just saying, Allen's funny, man. He also said, man, Kirk Cousins is on golden crutches right now. He'll be fine. He's doing just fine. You on golden crutches, man. You doing just fine. Now, I'm going to keep it real, man. Listen, on a serious note, will Kirk Cousins come back and be a Minnesota Viking? I don't know, but then I will not be caught off guard if we have number 8 as our quarterback going into next season, because I know the relationship that him and Kevin O'Connell have. They have a strong relationship, man, a strong bond. And I'm going to tell you, man, like, Kevin O'Connell has already proven we have enough evidence that he really, really cherishes relationships, okay? Which is a good thing. I don't want him to be a head coach that's just a F this player if he's doing, although you can look at it in another light where Ty Chandler has been proving himself over and over again, and yet you're pretty much giving him the middle finger. You're pretty much giving the middle finger to your defensive coordinator when he's holding teams to 4 and 3 and 5 field goals per game, and you ain't being able to win the games because you want to play not to lose the football game. All right, so there's that too. But, on a positive note, Kevin O'Connell cherishes relationships. And one person on this, if there's one guy on this football team that Kevin O'Connell will definitely ride or die for, I believe it's Kirk Cousins, because he has seen Kirk Cousins flourish in his offense. He knows Kirk Cousins can pretty much run it good enough to get his team where it wants to go. At least that's what they believe. Now, me and some other fans like Purple Gang, we don't believe that, but there is people that do believe that, and Kevin O'Connell probably is one of them. All right, he probably is one of them, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. So I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know how they're gonna make the money work. We got all off season to talk about that, figure that out, because that is going to be a problem that they will have to solve. You feel me? Because we do have Justin Jefferson, Christian Darrisaw, Danielle Hunter. I mean, there's guys that definitely need the bag on top of Kirk Cousins. He's going to want a bag, right? Because before the injury, he was on track to have one of the best seasons in his career. So they're going to incorporate that, but they're also going to incorporate, like Jared Allen said, you're 36 years old. You just blew out your Achilles. Is it worth it? Are you going to be the same Kirk Cousins? You already weren't mobile as it is. Although the last 2 games, man, he was moving around a little bit, man. I liked it. I gotta admit, I liked it. RAP liked it. I liked it. But man, shout out to Jared Allen, man, just being himself, not holding back, being a diehard Vikings fan and just really letting us know how he feels about the situation, coming from a player that used to be in locker rooms and kind of knows, man, you got to listen to people like that, man. I mean, obviously it's an opinion and it's not the answer, the end all be all answer, right? Like just because Jared Allen said it doesn't mean that Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell aren't going to work a deal out with Kirk Cousins. That's not what we're saying here. But what we are saying here is, hey, listen to the man. Listen to the man. Please. I'm begging you, Kwesi. I'm begging you, KOC. Watch that interview. Listen to the man. Because he on to something. Go get you a quarterback in the draft. Man, real quick, man, before we get out of here, make sure y'all check out the Purple Pocket Shop, man. Hey, listen, we got some fire merch. I appreciate everybody that's went on there and copped some stuff, man. I seen 2 more sales last night. So every day we're getting some sales, some traction. You guys are supporting. Appreciate y'all. That's how you support the channel. Make sure you go to the merch shop, cop some merch, man. Join the gang. You hear me? Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer. Who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.